So I want to talk to you about why we do PitchFest, why we as a company put all the energy, effort and focus we do into it, and why you should really start leaning into the idea of playing all out to participate in it. We don't just say you get what you pitch for and you're always pitching for the fun of it. Your words, your pitch, the depth of your understanding of your value proposition, how that engages to the market, and the communication of your vision and what you're looking to achieve is the primary driver of all growth, of all value, of attracting great clients, great team, great partners, great investors. It all comes from the pitch. And what we know is that where you're at right now in the KPI process, everything feels chaotic. Everything feels up in the air. It's likely, depending on what size of business you're at, you're feeling like some strings are actually starting to come loose and you're bringing them back together again. And the last thing you feel ready to do is to get up and actually put your best pitch forward. That is exactly why we do PitchFest, because it is in the curation, the creation, and the refinement of your pitch, the reinvigoration of your value proposition. Now you've been doing all this work through the KPI program that you've been doing, reorganizes, recalibrates, and reunifies all of the bits and pieces and the mess and all this kind of stuff that you've been creating and brings it back together. Every single one of our clients that does PitchFest and has done it in the past, and you can talk to them and you can get their feedback, says that leaning into PitchFest was the most powerful transformation and transition for this just being a program to this actually being a launch pad for their real success. The reason we do PitchFest is not about PitchFest. It gives you a focus point. It gives you a deadline to be able to start refining all the work that you've done so far. And it is my commitment and my promise to you that if you make the decision to win PitchFest and you lean into the commitment required to win PitchFest, the transformation it will have in terms of giving you the focus you need to take everything you're doing to that next level will completely blow you away. One of the reasons that I think we've been able to achieve the growth that we have and the success that we have as a business is that we are pitching all the time. I am constantly in front of audiences. I am constantly having to communicate what I do and refine this message, as is Mike, as is Dan, as is our entire global leadership team. Not all businesses and business owners have the opportunity to get up in front of an audience and actually be judged on a regular basis. So let me highly encourage you to take this opportunity regardless of where you're at in the journey. If you've had a pivot, if you've had a change of product, if you've had a change of thinking, working on your pitch and putting your best pitch forward is the best thing you can do to accelerate whatever level of growth you're at right now. So if you're watching this video, you will also have the collateral you need to be able to register for PitchFest. I highly encourage you to do it. Be aware that the obstacle is the way. Whatever that your fears, doubts, insecurities, reasons or excuses that you've got as to why you shouldn't do PitchFest is exactly why you must do PitchFest. So lean into whatever discomfort you're feeling. Trust me, I know what it's like to have to get on stage and put it forward. I used to spend days and days preparing for just a short little talk or a short little pitch. I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to connect to your accountability team, pitch in front of the mirror, pitch 1,000 times before PitchFest, and I promise you that experience of doing that will change your life, it'll change your business, and it'll change the entire trajectory of your next 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me. As always, be brave, have fun, go make a dent in the universe.